Hey, hey, hey! I hope this reading finds you well. This is not my normal space whatsoever. Yeah, I've been doing a lot of moving, and that included my normal setup. And this has been for a few days now that I've been moving some stuff around. But I was like, okay, I gotta do a reading. We're right here at the strawberry full moon. What's being illuminated, my guys? What's being illuminated? I hope the music isn't too loud. I have some music going on in the background. I was kind of doing some testing, just recording and just doing the music, and it didn't sound too bad, but the final product, I hope it's well. Yeah, what's being illuminated? This might be a long read. I'm not sure. I kind of I wanna play. You know what I mean? I wanna open up here. The first song though on this little playlist that I have going on Spotify, which is like copyright free indie music or something, but the first song that came on was Projections, so that could mean something to you. You could find yourself projecting, or you could be finding yourself like breaking down, seeing how other people are projecting things upon you. You could be breaking that down. Oh, that's funny. Yeah, you could be the one projecting something. It says F, yes I am. I guess maybe I can show it. I don't know. I wish I knew exactly which chakra that is. But F, yes I am. Like maybe you're catching yourself projecting something and you're like, oh, which is a sign of healing. That's a sign of growth. Like you recognizing something, catching yourself, and okay, how can I do this a little bit differently, At the bottom it says F, yes I can. So like, you got this, okay? If you're feeling yourself, projecting a little bit, yeah. You can do better. You know that you have the tools. You know that you can do a little bit better. Like you can recognize it, and that's the important part. All right, let's get like one more of these because that was just kind of fun. These are called, I got this in Helen, my little bag of sweary affirmations from a little store there. It's cute. What's this song called? I'm having a hard time being myself. That's funny. The projections things, like blaming someone else for something that you are feeling, like making it so. And that's not all that projections are. I'm just saying in this case scenario, thing. I lost it. Anything else from these little guys? It's kind of hard to do these things. They kind of stick together. So, let's see. Meet up with a friend and have a good have a good wine. I trust in myself because I am a total badass. So, I don't know, something like root chakra. I know one of these has to be root chakra. I just know it. These seem to be the same sign in that I trust in myself, and then yes I am. So that can be, okay, looking at something, you could be projecting something, but it's like, okay, yes I am, but yes I can fix it, right? Yes I am being this way. Ooh, maybe I shouldn't have been. Okay, whatever, I need to work on that. Something, but with the root chakra, because also believing in who you are. So thanks, Spirit. For a few days now, I've had this thought in my head, and I didn't really know what to do with it exactly, but it's gonna fit perfect here. The knowing who you are, the thought has been running in my head on the I have washed the feet of men who have only looked at me as prey, and that is not just in my job. I do that at work. I have done that at work, washed the feet of men who have only looked at me as prey. But I have also done that in my relationships, you know? And a lot of times they try to tell me who I am, you know what I mean? Like, they try to kind of sway me, make me think that I'm something that I'm not. But I know at the core, I am someone who washes the feet of people who look at me only as prey. There's something in that with this root chakra, the knowing who you are, standing firm. Maybe it is that you are projecting, or maybe it is that you are noticing other people's projections. You know, people are trying to project what they, like, who they think you are onto you, and you're like, no thank you. That's actually not who I am. Thank you though. You know, appreciate the effort, but that's not who I am. Better luck next time. Positive vibes only. F negativity is at the bottom. Yeah, like effing other people's negative thoughts about you. They're projections. Yeah. Yeah. All right. Where do we want to go with this now? Further than the planes fly. I don't know. I'm gonna be looking at the song titles. Music. I have my Mercury in Pisces, so I speak through music. Okay, I speak through metaphors. I speak through creativity. Like, yeah, a little bit weird. I know it's a little bit challenging to find people to understand me, but that's all right. And some people are like, what is she talking about? And other people are like, hey, that's actually pretty cool. Like, can't believe you led with that. But okay, let's talk about it. Both are my people. I like people. Spirit, thank you so much for being here with us. Thank you for always being with me, always guiding me and protecting me. Please help me to deliver this message clearly and accurately, and I already know that the right souls are going to see this, and I appreciate how you do that, Spirit. Thank you so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Exercise is coming through, but like exercising patience, exercising discipline, exercising, I want to say diligence. Okay. Exercising, yeah, not just like strength, not physical strength, but exercising something with the mental. Maybe you challenge people to think differently. You challenge people to like to use their brain. You challenge people to think a little bit more. Okay, composure. Well, you're keeping your composure. It's like the fire is around him, and yeah, just lighting things up. Illumination. All right, what is being illuminated at this time? What does the collective need to focus on? What is being illuminated? The collective. For the viewer here, let's see. Earth and ground, getting grounded. Okay, so the energy can feel a little like, woo, taking you away. Like, oh, that one song, like Higher Than the Planes Fly, right? It can be feeling like real spacey right now. There's a lot going on up in there. So there could be that need, you know, to touch grass kind of thing. But also being like grounded in who you are. I can't get over that. Being grounded in who you are. No. It's a complete sentence. Complete sentence. No. So maybe there's something that you are, getting grounded with, understanding like, actually, that's going to be a no for me. Actually, that's a deal breaker. Actually, like, and there could be, that sense of someone trying to say, like, maybe like force something upon you. Like, no, that's not how, no, you're not supposed to tell me no. or, like not taking no for an answer on something. And it's like, yes, I am. But maybe someone is so determined to not see something for what it is. Forgiveness and understanding is at the bottom. But that doesn't mean that you have to allow someone into your life. You can let go with forgiveness. The composure was there too. So keeping your composure, understanding the projections. Okay, I really think that you're dealing with someone projecting something onto you, or you have, and you just needed this boost of like, hey, remember who you are. Yeah, transformation. Cut the cords. And angelic protection is here. And you can also like call in. Okay, so if you're, I don't know, something like wanting some sort of protection or sign that your guides are with you, like asking for certain signs, asking for certain reminders, or like praying to see something specific, or hey, show up, show out some way, like let me know that you're really here, like somehow connecting more with your guides, like really, really talking with them. Okay, to help you through like cutting this cord, to saying no to something and ending, to transform a situation. It cannot go on how it is now. It was not grounded. It was not stable. There was nothing like that going on. We have manifestation is at the bottom there. So maybe like that's what, will be the thing that's illuminated. Either you'll have that aha moment of like, oh, that's the thing that I need to let go of. And this could still be like within your own projections, you being able to see your own projections, right? And being able to say no, like I'm going to cut the cord with that kind of thinking. Okay, so it doesn't have to be an outside person, and it doesn't have to deal with that at all. It could just be totally within you. Okay, the Knight of Swords. The Knight of Swords and Temperance. Okay, so watching the mouth, watching the thoughts, watching, balancing those kinds of things out, your what you're thinking. I'm hearing stinking thinking, okay? So like get rid of the stinking thinking. Again, like those the projection. It could be somebody outside, trying to tell you who you are. Alright, we have the Ace of Wands showing there. Alrighty, we have the Seven of Cups at the bottom of the deck. So there could be some illusions going on, not really knowing which thing to go after, like what to actually put your emotional being into, where to put your focus. It's a lot of cups in I think it's the Rider-Waite, or actually a lot of the decks. It depicts cups, but they have things in them, like a heart in one, a snake in another, I think like a food or a drink, like the overflowing cup, something like it. Like it has a pentacle, like signifying money. It has different items that are in the cups, right? And what I love about this is that all of these are upright. And yes, there's a lot of you have choices, right? But it's an illusion as well. I mean, you have to really be using your intuition at this time, because the moon is there, and not a full one, okay? It's a little bit dark. Things are not eliminated within this card. I like the way that when it is in the reverse, like the sun is shining on that specific cup that you're supposed to be working on. I see the it's a daughter in this deck, but the page of pentacles there. So you are working on something, or you have a lot of drive to be working on something, but it's like, okay, what do I really put my time and energy into here? Because I have a lot of options in front of me. What? What? And there could be someone that is kind of... This isn't going to be for everyone, okay? But there could be someone on the outside that's like, messing up that flow just a little bit. Like they're one of these cups, and you're like kind of listening to what they're saying, kind of, like trying to hear them out on something. But it's like you're being pulled to go into a different direction. You're being pulled elsewhere. So something is just, it's uneasy. It's uneasy. And it could be like that you're getting confirmation. Maybe you can't trust a certain person that you thought you could trust, and something like that. Or just trusting a certain situation, It doesn't have to be with love or anything. It could be with a work thing, friend. Alright, noticing these 4s. 44 could be significant. The 4 of Swords is at the bottom, so are you resting? Are you resting? I'm getting a restless energy there with that. It's like, I feel like when I asked that, your response was like, I could probably do better. Like, no, not really. Alright, and then we have the 4 of Cups here. So, with this 4 of Cups, emotionally cut off. Now, either this is you being emotionally cut off because you don't know exactly what to put your emotions towards, and so you're closing yourself out, closing yourself up because you're not sure what opportunity to trust. You need more information before moving forward, right? Yeah, again, this is fairly dark energy, right? But it is quick. Mouse is quick, agile. Okay, it can get into tight little spaces. Like, you're gonna be able to make it through. You're gonna be able to open this back up. I don't think that this is going to last forever. Okay, that you feel emotionally closed off. Yeah, the 7 of Pentacles. Maybe you are closing out your emotions towards like certain relationships because you're putting in work somewhere else. Because we have the 7 of Pentacles, and that is about putting in hard work. So maybe it's like, okay, cutting off the emotions here because I'm trying to grow something. I like the way that this is. Let's see if I can get it. Like, closing off the emotions this way, working this way. Yeah, because then we have the King of Pentacles, the Father of Pentacles in this deck. Yeah, stability. Okay, like, you're working towards your stability. You're working towards, like, knowing that you got you. Before you invite anybody else into a situation, you got you. No need to invite anyone else into the chaos. No need to invite anyone into... maybe you don't really feel secure in yourself. Maybe you're not feeling so confident because, again, I swear that is a symbol for the root chakra. So yeah, that grounding, that stability, that's where your stability, the ground. That it's not feeling, I'm not feeling that you're feeling very stable, that you're feeling rooted within yourself at the moment. You're emotionally cut off because you're having to emotionally give to yourself. And that's a process. That's a thing. And you're giving so much to what you're trying to grow. And that could be just within yourself. It could be within a business. It could be within different relationships that you have, that you're just putting your energy towards those things and not so much a relationship. So yeah, the King of Pentacles is a very grounded energy. Just good, just set, just like knows what they're doing. Okay. Good home life. There's something within the home life too. Like home life is set up there. This is the, let's see, getting paperwork in order. This is, okay, I have a little nest egg, you know, all right, I'm putting money back. All right. Being frugal with the money. We're not just carelessly spending money, being frugal. Okay. You're working on your savings a little bit more. Maybe even stockpiling food. Okay. Preparing to be financially set if something were to happen, like looking further into that. It's not, money so you can go and buy like super lavish things. It's like practicality. I heard practically grounded. You're practically grounded. Okay. Maybe you're up at night, like thinking of new ways to get money, new ways of, okay, this isn't working. This isn't working. This isn't working. This isn't working. There was a song I heard. I was listening to the new Lil Wayne album, the Carter 6, and the song Sharks with Jelly Roll and Big Sean. Oh God, I just forgot my thought. What was I saying with the, fuck. Oh, yes, Big Sean, he says something like, first you gotta do it, and then figure out another way to do it. Like, you have to do it, and then, like, keep evolving. The transformation. And then cutting cords with the old versions of yourself. Maybe that's a thing too. Like people are holding on to an old version of who you were. And so in projecting that upon you, that's not your fault. That's not your problem. You have to cut cords with the person that you were. That's that. I mean, the other people really don't matter in that situation. You cut the cords with those people who still act as if, yeah, but there could be something with the sleepless nights, just like, oh my gosh, how am I going to get this done? How is this going to get done? How's this? Like really over and over and over. Something is on a loop. Something is on like like on a loop. Just, but I'm hearing the spirit would like a word with you. Spirit would like you to just rest a little bit more. Give it a rest, like sleep on something. Impulsivity, yeah. Not doing that. Not being like way too impulsive. Because I'm hearing like then that's more for you to clean up. Right? I really don't like this song. What is it called though? Hey, where'd you go? Yeah, I don't like this song. Bite My Lip. No wonder you never tell me anything is what this one is. And it's by Scott Is Okay. That's a cute little band name. Scott Is Okay. Alright, Spirit. I might have to turn this up a little. Okay. Maybe someone is like, okay, yeah, why don't you ever talk to me about this kind of stuff? I didn't know you were going through this or whatever, something like that. Oh, I didn't know that about you. Oh, I didn't know that about you. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, what? I didn't know that. All right, 9 of Pentacles. Yeah, going from the 7 of Pentacles to the 9 of Pentacles. This is like bootleg Empress energy deal here, like financial stability, okay? That is huge up in here. Financial stability. 7 of Wands. I love it. Being protective over your little nest egg, okay, that you are, creating for yourself. You're protective over that. You're not gonna let just anybody come in and make you feel that you're this, that, or the other. No. Not happening, okay? This is a secured energy here. You're gonna fight for your right to party. Okay, I'm sorry. I had to do that. But yeah, you're not gonna let anybody just come in and like take over what you've been working hard for, because you have been working really hard at something. Maybe I'm a little bit emotionally cut off. And maybe some people are a little bit pissy about it. Maybe you've been pushing people away. Maybe you have been cutting those cords. People can feel it. People can feel when you cut them off. Okay? But you're protected. It's going to be okay. It's not going to be like a get back energy kind of thing. Ha, that's funny. Who do I call? Because you've been cutting everybody off. Well, who do I call now? Ghostbusters, okay? Ghostbusters. Emperor. Okay. Because I said this... Oh God, I'm getting like a lot with that. Okay, and we have the Fool at the bottom. So a lot of Aries energy going on there too. Again, watching the impulsivity. Tell me who to call if it ain't you, okay? All right, that's something. There's a lot going through. Okay, for some of you, you are working on your Empress energy, okay? And there is a masculine who is in his Emperor energy, and is watching this. And this doesn't have to be man or woman, okay? Take it how it resonates. You could be a man who's more in your feminine energy, or you're working on your feminine energy, and a lady who's really in her masculine is watching you or something. I don't know. Take it. Okay. Take it how it resonates, alright? You could be a feminine who is working on something here, and there's like a masculine watching you do this, watching you work. Admiring, okay? It's an admiration type deal. Alright? I'm going to stop there. For others of you, this is, alright, you've kind of mastered, like, you know how to work with your masculine energy. That's top tier. But you're working on leaning more into your feminine energy. You're boosting that up a little bit. You're trying to balance that out a little bit more, because it can be disruptive when you're leaning a little too much into that masculine, with the emotional cuts off. Okay, and then was there anything else, Spirit, or was that just it? It was kind of a lot of messages going on. Clarify that, Emperor. The hair font. Yeah, again, for someone is watching you work. Someone's watching you like become a master at something. This watching you putting your skills to use. With the Ace of Wands, which if you know, you know, okay? But with the The Hierophant, that's like a higher level of commitment. That's like a union. It can speak to traditions. It can speak to a higher level of learning. I like to also add in a higher level of consciousness, okay? Unlocking something. A higher level. Okay, and the 5, the transformation. Okay, 5s are about transformations, and I like the lightning bolt in this because it's almost like tower vibes to me. Like that crack of lightning and it illuminates something. That is an aha moment right there. That's what I'm supposed to be committed to. That's what I'm supposed to be doing. That's my purpose. That's where I'm supposed to be headed. Okay, it all makes sense now. Now I understand why this happened, why that happened, why this keeps happening. Why do I keep allowing that? Now I get it. Now I've mastered that. Now I can go on and, whatever your purpose is. We all have different purposes. We all have different skills, talents, yada, yada, yada. Okay? So however that is for you in your life, I feel like there's a key that's going to unlock something for you that's going to make sense here on, oh, that's my purpose. You can hate your job, but there could be a purpose, for you being there. And not just, for you to say that you hate your job every single day. There could be a bigger purpose, and you could soon figure out what that purpose is. Okay, so, that's that. And then for others, it's the masculine wanting to approach you with something. Divine timing and being divinely led. There's something with that, too. Okay, so nothing rushed, but divine timing and being divinely led. And please remember that every player in here, you, me, any other people that pop up, everyone has free will. Okay, you could be currently in a relationship, you could be happy and everything like that. There could be like a new level within the union that's established. So if you are just like dating, maybe it's moving on to the next phase, like moving in with each other or something like that, or maybe having meeting the kids, maybe y'all have kids but you've never met or something, just like taking something to the next level. Okay, it could be engagement too. What the stop. All mine. Yeah, all mine. All mine. That's mine. That one's mine. I know I have a purpose to be in that person's life. Something like that. For some, that's cool. That's cute. Love that. But I don't think that that's necessarily where your focus is. I'm hearing kissed a lot of frogs, too. Yeah, Daughter of Cups. You just... Four of Wands, it's here. The stability. You're more worried about the stability of it all. What's the logistics of this? How is this really going to stand the test of time? How is this really going to, when I look into the future here, what do I really want for my future? What does that really look like? And kind of opening your heart a little bit more to something. But, I mean, there is a need to be a little bit more playful, not so rigid, not so Seven of Wands guarded or Four of Cups guarded, But that's also with the Four of Cups. Jesus Christ. I can't. Okay. You're handsome, but you're ugly when you talk. Okay. Yeah, okay, so it's like, yeah, you're cute and all, but what do you bring to the table? Something. What do you really bring to the table? So that's that guarded energy, getting a little bit more, maybe like the standards are a little bit higher. But okay, with the Four of Cups though, that like emotional cut off, in the original Rider-Waite deck, I can't. There's like a tree, and there's a dude sitting under the tree, back against the tree, and he's looking at these 3 cups that are spilt over, crying over spilled milk. It doesn't have to be milk. I don't freaking know what's in the cups, but they're spilt over, okay? But he's like looking at those, and then Spirit's hand is out trying to, like, here's another cup. Here's something else that will actually fulfill you emotionally. But then the dude's just looking at the other cups that are on the ground like, whoa, why? Why did that happen? And what do I do now? And Spirit's like, dude, here, like, I'm trying to help you, motherfucker. But yeah, so okay, 4 of Wands and then the Moon. With the Ace of Swords, something is going to be illuminated. You're going to see the truth within a situation. You're going to see, like, what or who or whatever to say no to, in order to say yes to the right thing. Okay. Yeah. You're gonna, like, know for sure, like, 2, if you've been questioning, like, oh my gosh, should I have left that person, or should I have left that job, or should I have left this, or should I, like, I'm getting a lot of, like, not confident in your decisions, and pull yourself together, like, damn. You're going to get, like, confirmation that, you did the right thing, or dodged a bullet, like, you did the right thing, by stepping away or excusing yourself from things that did not resonate with you. You did the right thing, Maybe these people made you feel like I ain't. Like I ain't shit. Yeah, maybe someone, yeah. Okay, we have the Wheel of Fortune with the freaking 2 of Cups right there. The Hermit is there. There's a period of going within with the freaking World. Wrapping up the cycles, y'all. Wrapping up cycles. Wheel of Fortune could be turning in your favor, babe. Could be turning in your favor here. I'm hearing destiny. There's a lot of circles going on. A lot of circles. I'm liking seeing all the circles. Completions. You've learned the lesson here. Maybe it was a lesson in your worth, your self-worth. Definitely a lesson in your freaking self-worth, because this whole root chakra crap, I'm telling you, the red, I'm seeing a lot of red on my phone too right now. This, yeah, I know that it has something to do with your root. Look, there's a root card, and I'm taking it. Any other root cards that are turned over, I'm taking them. Boom. These things are flimsy, though. Hey, I didn't mean that. Alright, so we have some 6th chakra, some 7th chakra, and then your base chakra is your root chakra. Well, let's go there. All right, independence. I know what my needs are, and I actively pursue them, knowing that I will be guided and provided for when I put in the effort. I open myself to all possibilities and participate fully in life. I use my imagination and my vision to initiate what I wish for, and I pursue it. I am not waiting to be rescued. I am not a victim. I am strong. Courage and faith. I embrace courage, faith, and adaptability as they are needed for me to overcome my fear of change or of the future. Yeah, change is coming. That's for sure. I regularly remind myself to be positive and open to possibilities, knowing that I am the creator of my own destiny. I embrace the warrior within me. I remind myself to be a warrior, not a warrior. I am not a victim. You hear that? You hear that? I am not a victim. All right. I feel the fear and I do it anyway. I am ready and eager to move forwards. No matter who's coming with, no matter who is for you, who is against you, whatever, you're ready to move forward. You're ready to move, what did that say? Higher than the planes fly, or whatever that song was. Okay. I plant myself on solid ground by consistently taking responsibility and having personal accountability for all that I do. I allow others to depend on me by being responsible. My actions speak louder than my words. I rise above excesses and overindulgences as I forgive myself for my past indiscretions. I know I could not have acted in a more evolved way than I was able to at the time. So really, I know we saw that. It was like a forgiveness and understanding within yourself, and forgiving other people and trying to understand where they're coming from. Okay, that's kind of, I'll share something. When I was at work, like 2 days ago, I believe it was, someone had come in to kind of like help out on the floor or whatever, and I saw them sitting down. And I was like buzzing around and doing my thing and like getting some stuff done, and that kind of irked me, you know? And I was going to say something. Well, I did say something. I said, before I get mad at you, can you please help me understand why you're sitting down right now? Because I really didn't want to get mad at her. Like, she could have had a problem, you know, whatever. It did irk me at first, but then I'm like, okay, there's got to be a reason, like, what is going on? And there was a legitimate reason on why that was happening. I understood, and I'm like, dang, you know, like, I'm sorry that you're going through that. Say less, fam. Say less. Like, I got you, you know? Thank you for being here today. Really appreciate it. I just needed clarification, okay? Maybe you need to clarify something with someone. I don't know, but a lot of this with the root chakra kind of screams move on without closure, okay? Giving yourself closure on a lot of things. But, maybe that means something to you, like not assuming like, I could have assumed like that person was just lazy. And then I could have just went on and like talked about it to everybody. Oh my gosh, can you believe that she was sitting down? I'm over here doing this, that, and the other. And she's over here sitting down. What the hell kind of is that? What is that? You know? But no. You can't jump to conclusions. You gotta figure out a little bit. Now, some people are just lazy. Some people are just people. Most of the time people are just people, you know. So maybe getting a greater understanding of a situation involves you asking questions. If you want to know something, say something. Ask questions. Oh, that was a song too. That was the what is it, 21 Questions. Can I play that? I can play it if I say who it is, right? I think so. I think I can. 21 Questions by 50 Cent. Girl. We'll play the clean version. Is there a clean version? I don't know. Is there a dirty version? That could be a big thing with your stability too. Like, needing to ask more questions before you allow anybody in. Like, vetting people is what I'm hearing. Your vetting process has become a little bit more intense. Alright, 6th chakra, inner knowing. I trust my inner knowing and I am at peace with myself. I create more moments of stillness and silence and I listen for the truth. There's a lot of noise that could be going on here when I'm like looking with the 7 of Cups and stuff. That could be a lot of like, I'm here and it's like flashy, like, oh, over here. No, look over here. No, go this way. No, go that way. No, go this way. like a lot of things trying to pull at your energy. Okay, so being able to get still and listen to your own voice, your own inner knowing. Okay, I'm open to connecting with and listening to my gut and my heart's feelings, and I don't override them with my mind's logic. I practice meditation, prayer, and contemplation. So a time of reflection is huge around this full moon, though. Yeah. And then the 7th chakra, your crown chakra, divine intervention. Wasn't I saying that? Divine timing, being divinely led. Girl, it's easy to love me now. Would you love me if I was down and out? Would you still have love for me? Yeah. Do you believe me when I tell you the one that I'm loving? You know, like there could be something in here with trust issues, like working on your trust issues, working on trusting yourself so you can actually better trust other people, and trusting your inner guidance that you're getting. I mean, yeah, you can't trust that. Yeah. Okay. I honor a higher power and know that anything is possible. I let a higher power have a more active presence in my life, and I know that my life is divinely guided. I surrender to this truth. I know that I am loved, guided, and protected by a higher source. Yes, I'm open to seeking guidance in my spiritual quest from a spiritual teacher, master, or guru. I'm getting like the spiritual burps coming in. I'm so sorry. Yeah. Maybe taking, I don't know, like a class. I don't know what you would be taking class on. Maybe you're about to start some kind of class. Or like a yoga class or something like that. To like get you in a different, I wanted to say arena. You're in a different arena now. You're playing in a different arena. Huh. There's a level up here. There's a level of level up. Okay, you're very close to achieving your goal. Yeah, the 7 of Pentacles, really putting in the work towards something. And you're close. You're so close. Be bold and make the first move was underneath that. But being bold and taking action on something, again, with that Emperor, the Aries, with the Fool, signifying making that jump, right? But that requires a confidence within you to actually go after the things that you want, but maybe you don't feel like you deserve them. So there's that aspect of working on your worthiness. I wanted to say my baby. My baby. Working on your worthiness. The energy is gaining momentum, that's for sure. Bring love into the situation. There's not enough love in this. It's a lot of logic. It's a lot of, yeah, there's not too much love, I don't feel like. Have faith in your dreams and believe in the impossible. Maybe you're feeling like it's impossible to find love. Maybe there's something around that. Again, something with the trust issues too. But, courage. It takes courage to love. Look, that little flower is like coming up through the cracks there. It's like I am determined to find my sun, to find the light in any situation. I am determined. No matter what people throw, the rocks, whatever, I'm going to grow through it. That kind of energy. Okay, but that takes courage. Courage is needed in this to actually go after the thing that's calling you. And I feel that it's hitting that root chakra because you're not having faith in yourself. turning in. Yeah, that Four of Cups there too. Yeah, like I was saying, man, because you see all that outside noise, all those people around, and it's like, nope, I gotta go with whatever I'm being guided to do. I can't listen to what you want me to do, what you think I should do, what you did in the past and you want me to follow in your footsteps. I can't do that. I can't sacrifice myself. I can't sacrifice what I have already built and worked for. I can't do it. The dream. Yo, I love that. And then patience. And look at the moon cycles in that. Gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. Patience. Patience is a virtue. That dream there. Look at that with the love thing. You see? She's sitting there and she's dreaming about the lover. Gotta go within. Gotta go within. We have the sorrow, but it is in the reverse though. And that's kind of like the Nine of Swords energy there. Like, yeah. Postponement is up underneath that. Divine timing. But no need to be in sorrow in this waiting period. What is that? Gestation? Is that what that word is? Gestation? Is that a word? I feel like that's a word. Gestation. I hope it ain't. Yeah, it's a period of time between conception and birth. Yeah. Everything is growing. Yeah. It's growing. But the energy is gaining momentum now. Now it's like that aha moment is coming through. I know what card that is. It's the politics card. I think the book is over there. I'm going to need the book on that one because we're reading that. It does depict like a snake and stuff on that. So I found this deck at a Goodwill one time. Well, obviously I can't find it every time I go to Goodwill, but yeah, one time I went to a Goodwill and I found this deck. Give me one memento. Okay, it's the Osho Zen Tarot, the Transcendental. God, whatever. But yeah, it didn't have all of the cards, so some of them I just like made myself. Did I do a great job? Maybe. I don't know. I did it. Okay, I want to read this politics. Dang, I should have kept it paused because now I have to find it. And that is a bit of a bitch. Hold on. Okay, I found it. Alright, do you recognize this man? Okay, so that is how the picture was in the book. I couldn't do that. I got the little snake on there and that's about it. I don't know what was up with my grid. Whatever. Okay, do you recognize this man? All but the most innocent and sincere of us have a politician lurking somewhere in our minds. In our minds, okay? This isn't dealing with someone else, is what I'm getting right off the bat. In fact, the mind is political, and its very nature is to plan and scheme and try to manipulate situations and people so that it can get what it wants. Here, the mind is represented by the snake, covered with clouds and speaking with a forked tongue. But the important thing to realize about this card is that both faces are false. Yeah. The sweet, innocent, trust me face is a mask, and the evil, toxic, I'll have my way with you face is a mask, too. Politicians don't have real faces. The whole game is a lie. Take a good look at yourself to see if you have been playing this game. What you see might be painful, but not as painful as continuing to play. It doesn't serve anybody's interest in the end, least of all yours. Whatever you might achieve in this way will just turn to dust in your hands. It says, nobody who can be a good pretender, a hypocrite. Hold on. Yeah. Anybody who can be a good pretender, a hypocrite, will become your leader politically, will become your priest religiously. All that he needs is hypocrisy. All that he needs is cunningness. All that he needs is a facade to hide behind. Your politicians live double lives. Your priests live double lives. One from the front door, the other from the back door. And the backdoor life is their real life. Those front door smiles are just false. Those faces looking so innocent are just cultivated. If you want to see the reality of the politician, that you will have to see him from his back door. There he is in his nudity, as he is, and so is the priest. These two kinds of cunning people have dominated humanity, and they found out very early on that if you want to dominate humanity, make it weak. Make it feel guilty. Make it feel unworthy. Destroy its dignity. Take all glory away from it. Humiliate it. And they have found such subtle ways of humiliation that they don't come in the picture at all. They leave it to you to humiliate yourself, to destroy yourself. They have taught you a new kind of slow suicide. Not believing in yourself is a slow way to just waste your life. Dang. Damn. Damn. So either this is you to yourself, you lying to yourself, you not feeling worthy for this, that, or the other reasons, okay? Like, but this totality card is here too at the bottom. And this is like looking kind of like a trust fall thing. Like you have to trust. You have to go through that process to get to the other side. You have to trust something bigger than what you're believing in now. And I love how the source card is right there, because it's like source is in the background of this, watching over this, trying to guide you from one phase to the other. You can't stay here. It's time to jump, bitch. Okay? All right. Sorry if that was aggressive. No, I'm not going to apologize if that's aggressive. I know it's aggressive. I mean it aggressively. Trust yourself, okay? I don't know who's been trying to tell you what about yourself, or those little things that you're saying about yourself. It ain't true, okay? Just because of someone else's inability to see your worth or whatever, like, that is not... No. I don't even know where we're at time. Alright, we have the thinking woman at the bottom. We have the world again. Alright, double confirmation. Yeah, we have the world, hostilities, the sun, and attachments. Indecision is up underneath that, and door to value. What do you find valuable about yourself? Have you even thought about that? What do you find really valuable about yourself? What is valuable to you? What do you value in relationships? What do you value in the workplace? What do you value in your home? You know, where are your values? And I just heard the song "Show Me Where Your Love Lies." Okay, there's that. But this door to value, and I love that it's a 31 breaking down to a 4. So again, the 4s is out there whopping 444. Yeah. Where look, and taking off the mask again. Maybe someone wants to take off the mask towards you, or you want to take off your mask towards someone, or there's just like this, I'm getting this dusty box that's been sitting in storage, and you're like, all right, it's finally time to open this up and see what's inside. Let's see what's going on here, okay? let's look at this a little deeper. All right, we have the World. Expansion, opening up. Yeah, someone wanting to take off that mask, or you taking off the mask. The man in this picture is looking out over a bay above which the beautiful sphere of the earth is rotating. Some can argue sphere. This card is reminding you to expand your vision and contemplate some much broader options. The world is wide, so there's a lot out there to consider. In the modern age of technology, this could specifically be referring to creating or expanding to a more global network through the internet or social marketing. Drawing this card also lets you know that you have unlimited resources available to you, and now is the time to think big. As they say, the world is your oyster, so get ready to gobble it up. Okay. I have them here, and I brought them over here for a reason. I know, I don't ever use this deck, and I'm going to pull from this deck, and I have one other deck. Thank you for those who have, stayed this far. Please remember to, like the video, okay? Algorithm purposes. Get the video out there for others to see. That's just cool. And to let me know that you're still here. I like that. Okay, this is the Carolyn Mays, I think is how you say her name. This is the archetype deck. Let's see what we get. This is rough. The archetypes, dude, I don't know if you've ever dove into the archetypes, but they are awesome. Awesomely rough. Okay. Aw, I don't even know how to say that word. The light attributes: delights in the arts without having to be a professional, alerts you to the danger of becoming superficial in your pursuits. I know I was talking about that earlier. Yeah, okay. But the shadow attribute of this is pretentious to much deeper knowledge than you actually possess, okay? But I feel like that's you looking, or people are projecting that upon you. Like that old version of yourself, yeah, you don't really know what you're talking about. You don't really, whatever. That could be old, I'm hearing old paradigm. But that's what you could be telling yourself, too, is that, I'm not good enough for that. I don't know enough. I don't know how to do that. I can't go after that, right? But you keep being called to do a certain thing. Oh, this was the word, by the way, if anyone wants to write that down. I really don't know how to say that. Yeah, and then we have artist here. So again, something with the arts. Expressing a dimension of life that is just beyond the five senses, inspiring others to see life symbolically. And then the shadow attribute is using talent as an excuse to mistreat others, posing as the starving artist to elicit pity. Okay. Again, with the money thing, it's like being careful. I'm hearing a desperation type deal. But, knowing that you could be inspiring people through your art, but you could also, harm? You could also harm? We have Avenger at the bottom. Desire to balance the scales of justice, righteousness on behalf of society or oneself, and resorting to violence in the name of a cause. That goes back to politics, doesn't it, right now? So, yeah, those can mean something to you. Alright. Gonna pull one more. We're gonna close it out with this deck here, the Messages of Life. I'm so thirsty, like actually thirsty right now. I was getting the thirsty, like with the artist kind of thing, like doing anything and everything. Like, don't lose yourself in the name of art. Like losing, what do you value? That kind of thing. Don't try and like fit in with what others are wanting. What others are wanting you to do. I don't know, because there's something too that like everyone has different strengths and skills and talents and things like that. So don't start comparing yourself to. I think that there's a comparison thing when it comes to that root chakra. Simplicity is at the bottom. Okay, searching within. You gotta go within, man. All right. Where what I see outside myself is simply a mirror of my inner self. Today, I empower myself by looking past outer conditions and searching within for the source of a difficulty in my life. My inner wisdom will always help me face life's challenges. It provides my best answers and my greatest healing. As I study myself, I am transformed. Transformation card. I am transformed. Liberate yourself, man. The inner sense. Today, as I quiet the noise of my mind, I become aware of the voice of my heart. I listen closely to my inner voice. I trust myself and develop confidence in my intuition. My inner truth is divine truth. I allow it to influence and guide me every day. Okay, I'm done. Mic drop somewhere, right? Just throws my microphone. All right, I love y'all. I hope that was helpful. Happy full moon, okay? I'll see y'all later. Bye.